A quiet life, Rick and Evelyn have retired to Oxford, living peacefully. Alex, now a seasoned archaeologist, is exploring ruins in Peru. Jonathan runs a shady artifact museum in New York. But Evelyn keeps having nightmares, visions of serpents and sandstorms. Discovery in the Deep Sahara, a team led by Alex uncovers a buried city in the Thames Rough Desert, the land of terror. They find a sealed obsidian sarcophagus inscribed with serpent runes. An amulet shaped like a cobra hisses faintly when touched. They unseal it, and something slithers out unseen. The curse begins again. Strange things begin to happen. People go missing, snakes infest nearby towns. The expedition sponsor is found mummified with eyes turned to stone. Alex flees back to England, bringing the amulet for his mother to translate. Evelyn gasps when she reads the name, Aset Ra. Legend of the Serpent Queen. Evelyn tells the story of Queen Aset Ra, the sister of Ainsi Suleiman. Once a priestess of eternal life, she betrayed the pharaoh and was buried alive in a temple of stone fangs. Unlike Imhotep, Aset Ra could control living serpents and turn blood to sand. If she reunites with her body, she can summon the serpent god Apep. Ardith Bey returns. Ardith Bey arrives unannounced. He felt the curse awaken from across the sands. He reveals the Medjai have guarded the serpent temple for centuries. But Aset Ra's followers, a death cult called the Fangs of Dawn, have breached the seals. Rick agrees to reunite the old team one last time. Race to the temple, Rick. Evelyn, Alex, Ardith, and Jonathan travel to the Sahara by dirigible. Along the way, they're ambushed by snake-riding warriors in golden armor. Jonathan accidentally swallows the amulet, making him a vessel of vision. It begins showing him Aset Ra's thoughts. Awakening the queen in the obsidian temple, Aset Ra completes her ritual using stolen blood and venom. She fully resurrects, half human, half serpent with gold scales and blazing eyes. She commands the sands and her voice turns soldiers to stone. She sets out to find the scales of balance, an ancient artifact to awaken Apep. Nile inflames. Aset Ra attacks Cairo to steal the scales from the museum vault. Evelyn and Alex try to stop her but are overwhelmed. A massive snake made of sand coils around the pyramids. Rick barely escapes with Ardith's help injured. The Temple of Time, the team journeys to a hidden tomb known only to the Medjai, where time flows backward. Inside, Evelyn discovers a scroll that reveals how to rebind Aset Ra to her tomb. It requires a willing vessel to lure her back in, and Jonathan's visions may be the key. Jonathan's burden. Jonathan sees a prophecy of his death, but doesn't tell anyone. He begins seeing through Aset Ra's eyes, revealing her next target, the oasis of Siwa. The team heads there to intercept her with an army of Medjai. A desert storm brews unnaturally fast. Battle of Siwa. Aset Ra's snake army clashes with the Medjai in a thunderous desert battle. Rick and Alex fight side by side, rescuing villagers from stone traps. Ardith faces off with Aset Ra's top general, defeating him at great cost. They lose the scales of balance. It falls into the wrong hands. Rebirth of Apep at the temple of the crocodile god. Aset Ra uses the scales to awaken Apep, a colossal serpent god made of shadow and fire. A solar eclipse begins. Apep feeds on the light. If he devours the sun, Earth will become a realm of sand and death. They have 3 days to stop her. Jonathan's choice. Jonathan tells Evelyn and Alex he's seen the end. He's the bait. He returns the amulet to Aset Ra, pretending to join her. She believes he is the reincarnation of her priest. Jonathan opens a portal in the Temple of Time with himself as the key. Rick's last gamble. Rick and Ardith storm the temple, triggering every ancient trap in the book. They dodge flying obsidian discs, acid gas, and enchanted cobras. Alex confronts Apep with an enchanted staff from the Temple of Anubis. It slows the serpent, but not for long. The banishment ritual. Evelyn begins the ritual to imprison Aset Ra, again reading from the scroll. But the power begins to overload her body. Jonathan grabs the amulet and reads the final line, binding himself to the tomb along with Aset Ra. She screams as she and Jonathan vanish in a vortex of dust and light. The sun returns with Aset Ra and Apep gone. The sun re-emerges. The armies of serpents dissolve into sand. The scales of balance crack and fade. Peace returns at great cost. Aftermath. Rick and Evelyn return to Oxford. Alex starts a school for young archaeologists with a wing named after Uncle Jonathan. Ardith returns to the sands, his oath fulfilled, but Evelyn keeps the scroll just in case. The last laugh and a comedic twist, we cut to a tomb in New York. Jonathan emerges, alive, holding a glowing coin and muttering, "I said I'd die. I never said I'd stay dead." Cue Indiana Jones-style music. Post-credit scene, a new thread. A young thief opens a sarcophagus in Thailand. A woman's voice whispers, "Release me. I am the Lotus Queen." Her eyes glow blue. Another curse begins. Final message over sand-blown ruins. Rick's voice echoes, "Evil never dies, but neither does courage." The screen fades to black with ancient Egyptian rune spelling. The mummy will return.